Hi, my name is Olaf Morales. I am the language coordinator at CSU Todos Santos Center, and today I will talk about Day of the Dead or Día de los Muertos en español. El Día de Muertos o Día de los Muertos, Day of the Dead, is a Mexican tradition that connects ancient aspects of pre-Hispanic culture with Christian beliefs to create a unique annual event in Mexico. The dead altars, constructed and adorned to remember and honor the dead, are a central symbol of Día de los Muertos. An altar may include a variety of symbols and items that are reminders of the deceased. The following 12 items are considered to be the fundamental requirements for an altar. The individual elements can be grouped into 4 categories that correspond with natural elements: water, fire, earth, and wind. Water, to satisfy the thirst of the dead who visit; fire, burning in candles; earth, in food and other items for the departed; and wind, which is represented by the papel picado, paper flowers, and other paper elements that move in the wind. An altar for Day of the Dead may contain various items. The following examples are not obligatory but are commonly used in the construction of an ofrenda or altar.
The Day of Death, in the indigenous perspective, implies the transient return of the souls of the deceased who return home, to the world of the living, to live with their family and to nourish the essence of the food offered to them in the altars placed in their honor. In this Day of Death celebration, death represents not an absence but a living presence, is a symbol of life that materializes on the altar offered. Its originals lies in the harmony between the celebration of Catholic religious rituals brought by the Spanish and the commemoration of the Day of Death that the indigenous people performs since the pre-Hispanic time. The ancient people of our country moved the veneration of their dead to the Christian calendar, which coincided with the end of the agricultural season of maize. The celebration of Day of Death takes place on the 1st and 2nd of November, and it's divided into 2 categories. According to the Catholic calendar, November 1st corresponds to Todos Santos, a day dedicated to the Los Muertos Chiquitos, or children, and November 2nd to the faithful deceased, that is, adults. The Day of Death is a celebration throughout Mexico that has some variants depending on the region or the state. However, it has the same principle across the country, bringing families together to welcome their loved ones who come back from the beyond. Also, the festivities include visiting the cemetery, adorning the tombs with flowers, bringing music and food to the cemetery, going to the mass, reuniting with the family, setting up the altar, decorating sugar skulls, dressing as a Catherine or Catrina, eat the bread, pan de muerto, and sugar skulls. In Todos Santos, for some time, we celebrate a popular verbena in the main square, which includes a contest of altars, a parade of Catrinas, music, typical dishes, and today at CSU Todos Santos Center, we are going to start to setting up an altar to honor the relative of our staff who recently lived to the other world. Julio's grandfather, Jose's dad, Iracema's mother, and Wells, a friend and sponsor of the veterinary program.
¿Comida favorita de tu abuelo, Julio?
Lo que mi abuelo, ellos usaban era el bistec ranchero.
What my grandfather used to eat was the ranchero steak, machaca with beans.
¿Y de tu papá, José?
Las costillas
The ribs, fried or roasted, and also fried fish. Or the flour tortillas, but also handmade. My grandfather liked corn tortillas very much, but handmade tortillas.
Que es el nixtamal, ¿no?
Ajá.
Mi papá la de harina, hecha a mano.
Harina, hecha a mano. Todo tiene que ser hecho a mano, ¿ves? Si no, no tiene chiste. Tortilla. ¿Y la bebida favorita?
Pues mi abuelo, el café.
Well, my grandfather, the coffee.
Azúcar con piloncillo,
Ellos lo endulzaban mucho con miel de abeja.
con miel de abeja.
They used to sweeten the coffee with honey. It was the sugar they used in the past.
Ellos usaban la leche.
They used cow milk or goat milk.
Ay, qué rico. Se me antojó.
The soda in the food or beer is what he drank.
Que tengas de tu papá algo que recuerdes mucho de él.
Recuerdo mucho cuando
I remember
celebraba su cumpleaños,
when he knew his birthday was coming, he always wanted to celebrate it. If he saw that we didn't pay much attention to his birthday in the family, by himself, he began to get some fish. And little by little, he started his celebration. He had many friends, so one small thing made it big.
como tenía muchos amigos,
Ajá.
se iba haciendo en una cosa chica, se hacía en grande.
Sí. O sea, él preparaba la comida y el que llegara.
Sí.
Qué bien.
O sea, no esperaba que a veces que
He didn't expect that his family started a party. He alone would set it up.
Julio, ¿alguna anécdota que recuerdes de tu abuelo?
Pues a mi abuelo le gustaba lo que era mucho el rancho.
Ajá.
My grandfather liked the ranch a lot, basically raising his animals. As you can see, Dia de los Muertos or Day of the Dead is one of the most important celebrations in Mexico. The altar and its elements is only one part of this celebration, but definitely it's one of the most important things that you have to do if you want to celebrate this either here in Mexico or in your country. Thank you very much and see you next time.